Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Send the tight end in motion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. There he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit. call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Bulldogs will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Past the sticks, and he may get more. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game's 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. quarterback sneak. It works every time.
And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. On the run, it's Wolf. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on first down. Under fire. He's going to run it. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think that...
Turning it on! Got some room in under the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes have it with a first and goal. Forward. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneaks it in. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got him downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got it in the middle, it's McBride. At the 35, he's loose. Wide open space. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They'll immediately call timeout. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. State offense onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll take it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Handoff to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's McBride. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got his man. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. we've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Easy. On second and goal, he carries again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's third and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Red pass, it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Wolf. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got the back over the middle. He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as he'll try to get the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And that is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch, it's Morris. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Going right to work up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you could see sitting back in cover two, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Wolf. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll go to the air on third and short. Short gain on the completion. Good footwork. Gets him the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the spot. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks. Now it's 4th and goal. Decision time for the offense, but the defense made it really, really difficult getting those negative plays in back-to-back situations.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. That brings them to within 1. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Offense in a bunch formation. They'll move the tight end. Going to the running game. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Find some room. The 20.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fakes to grab.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. Makes it past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to ride this running back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Give to the running back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Georgia. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 11 to San Jose State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown there last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Wolf. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Opening play of the drive from the 39. From the gun, the running back has it. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yards. They get it to the 33.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense protect this lead. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. He's got an open man. Smashes through the tackle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Morris. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game playing all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
17-yard line. Runs out, fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
Away with 8 points on the drive.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys are...
There he goes! He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's got him in the flat. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia!
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give and tick, 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 tick. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They'll keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. It'll be 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee.